So for dinner tonight, I'm going to be making Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. Where I'm camping at was the town of Boggy Depot, taking the pie iron and making some blackberry cheesecake.
Can I do it with my mouth closed?
This is too pretty of a lake not to try to at least wet a line.
Well, I guess we're not going to be fishing, are we?
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. We are just outside of Atoka, Oklahoma. It's not where we headed out to this afternoon or earlier today. We actually headed to a place a little further north, or actually east of here, I guess. Or actually, I'm completely jacked up directionally. It's west of here.
Hey, where the hell are you?
But there were some issues with that campsite, so we are at a historic campsite called Boggy Depot. I believe I've got that right. And it's a beautiful campground. I'll spin you around here in just a little bit and show you what's going on with it. But we are the only people here. There's a couple that's on the other side, far side of where we're at. But in this it's just us and them. And there's probably 50, 60 plus spots over here at least. Let me spin you around real fast. So there's the rig, there's the picnic table, and kind of all out through here, you can see it's a pretty good size spot. They've got a baseball, softball field and stuff right over there. A little creek that's dry. It's more of a drainage thing that runs back over there. This goes way back into there. There's a lake back over off into that direction. So this is probably the nicest campsite that I've been to in a very, very, very long time. I mean, I guess you can see that. Those are, maybe you can't. Maybe I should spin it around. So this is like the cleanest campground I've been to. These little grills here are perfect. There's no trash anywhere around here, man. And I have pulled into several campsites trying to find one today, and they've just been trashed out. It's so sad. But this spot is immaculate. I mean, it's immaculate. Anyway, I'm starving. We've been on the road. This is a 3-hour plus drive at this point. Probably closer to 4 hours right now. And I'm hungry. So we're going to get camp set up, and I'm going to get to eating. All right, so for dinner tonight, I'm going to be making Philly cheesesteaks. I've got some shaved sirloin that's you can buy frozen at Walmart, where I got mine. And then a little bit later, I'll be using the campfire and taking the pie iron and making some blackberry cheesecake thing. We'll get to that later. But for now, because I do have to have this stuff stays frozen. It's bought frozen, needs to stay frozen until you cook it, and there's a reason for that. To get this steak transported, because it has to stay frozen, I needed a freezer. Wow, what a shock. You don't have to be a detective to figure that out, do you? But I didn't have one. You can take my SetPower that I've got and drop it down. I think it's the 15 FC or FC15. It will be a freezer. You can bring it down that low, but I've got other food and stuff in there. I didn't want to buy a dual zone. Luckily for me, SetPower contacted me a few weeks ago and asked if I wanted to try out their AB15. And I said, yeah, because oddly enough, I'd actually had one in my shopping cart on their website because I was looking for something to keep in the cab, maybe, or in my wife's car, and also that I could use as a freezer. And as luck would have it, they asked me about that while I had that in the shopping cart. I said, shoot, yeah, send it on. And they did. It arrived, and so let's go take a look at it. I have to disregard all this dog hair. But this is it. That is the SetPower. I believe it's the AB15. I'll probably screwed that up. But let's see if I can't widen this out here. I've got it down to 12 degrees right now. It's got a light, which my FC15 does not. This is what I'm going to be cooking. quick steak. It's got a cool little, it came with a neat little ice cube maker. And then I thought I had something else in here, but I don't, I guess. Forgot to put my water in there. But anyway, yeah, man, it's nice, slimline, portable. I've got it strapped in here. It comes with a carry handle. They actually have a battery pack that you can get for this as well, but this comes with a carry handle that attaches here and on the back side over there. And I just used some little strap to secure it to the bottom there so it doesn't flip over. And it's got a little thing here, I think I'm using that right, that gives it some stability that slides off, whatever. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I'll have a full video on this very soon, but for now, it is doing double duty. Oh, it's got a neat thing too. You can set a couple cans right in there. I thought that was neat. So if you're like reaching for them, and you know what's up. All right, guys, so I am going to get busy with some vegetable chopping. Peppers and onions and stuff like that for the Philly steaks. But before I do that, it's time, oh, you know it, a little Oklahoma two-step. Yingling, of course. And then step 2. I don't typically like that chilled, but I had to put it in the refrigerator getting down here because it was just too hot in the back. Anyway, repeat step 1. All right, I'm starving, so time to get to slicing and dicing here. I was headed to a place called Blue River before this, but when I got there, it's kind of busy, and there's a low water dam that you got to cross. It's actually just a low water crossing. It's not really a dam, but anyway, it wasn't that it was up so high. It was up pretty high, but it was moving too fast. And it was pretty slick. So between the water level and the speed at which that water was moving, I decided I would not risk it, and the campsites that I was going to have available to me just weren't, why did I put that whole thing over there? Weren't what I had hoped for. I saw this park on the way in and thought it looked or sounded interesting. I'll try to find the story and tell you the story on this park a little bit later, because I know you're just so excited about that. I need to get you some water, don't I? Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. I almost forgot to feed the boss. You ready to eat, biggin? There you go, buddy. There you go. All right, we're gonna throw a little vegetable oil in here. And I should probably get a little bit of butter. All right, so we're gonna throw these peppers and onions on there. If I can do it without spilling, it'll be a miracle. And peppers and onions always smell good when they hit that skillet. Kind of jump out. All right, so I'm gonna let these cook for a while. A lot of times people rush this and they burn them and they get all wilted and nasty looking and stuff. I like them pretty well done, but I like a little crisp to them as well. But key to this, like a lot of things when you're cooking, is just to have patience and not rush that process. Because, you know, I'm Mr. Food Network and all that kind of crap. But anyway, we'll let them sit for, or let them cook for a while. We're gonna hit these with a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Just a bit. Now for the pepper. I like mine with a lot of pepper on it. And a little bit of that garlic powder. They're just about ready. I'm gonna hit them with a little bit of that secret ingredient, a little bit of that Worcestershire sauce. That's right. I know how to say it. Not a lot, just a little bit. And we'll let those finish cooking off, and they'll caramelize a little bit with that Worcestershire sauce on them there. Yeah, these are good to go right here. I can do that without that falling out or flying off. All right, we got a little sidetrack there. The park guy came down to collect fees, so I had to turn that burner off for a minute. I know there's a way to open this without being a pain in the butt, but I can't figure it out. So all this is some thinly shaved, if I can get the damn thing out of here, thinly shaved sirloin. That one's called Gary's Quick Steak. I don't know, there's 2 or 3 others that make it. His comes with a little seasoning packet that's actually pretty damn good. I've used it before, so I'm gonna throw it on here as well. But you really just kind of let these sizzle up, and then you flip them over. And once you get them flipped over, you can kind of break them up at a certain point. They look pretty gnarly right now, but they're good, I promise you. All right, I think those are just about done. All right, I'm not trying to be cool, but that sun's popping through just enough to be kind of a butthead and hit me right in the eye, so I'm gonna wear my shades. Now, if you're a Philly cheesesteak aficionado,
then what I'm about to do is probably going to make you mad, but I really don't care. If you get mad over a sandwich, you need to find something more in life. Anyway, what I'm getting at is there are a few different ways you can make a Philly cheese. Some do it with provolone. Some do it with Cheese Whiz. I've done it with provolone, and I like it. That's probably the way I do it most often. Cheese Whiz is a little too salty for me typically, but I found these packets of Velveeta cheese sauce. I mean, I don't know about you, but I mean, come on, man, Velveeta cheese, that's always legit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make mine with Velveeta cheese instead. And normally I'd think I might need to microwave that or warm it up, but it's been in the back of the truck on the way down here, so it's probably 6,000 degrees as it is. So let's get us a little bit of beef on here. No need to be shy. Throw some vegetables. And let's see if they, yeah, that's legit. Would not kick you out of bed if you made those for me. My wife might. Don't know if I would. No, I wouldn't. Try to cover that up a little bit there. So let's try to give this a all right. Man, son. Give y'all a look at that. Yeah. Now, hello, young man. Should I hop up here? There you go. And chip. Dude.
Whoa!
Okay. Back. You know some of that? All right. Now, neither one of us has ever been to Philadelphia. Yep. So I don't know if I'm speaking out the side of my butt here or not, but it's maybe the best Philly steak sandwich I've ever had. I'm just throwing it out there. Now granted, like I said, I've never been to Philadelphia, and I am from Oklahoma, which is quite a ways from Philadelphia, culinarily speaking. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm 100% wrong. I don't think so though. This is legit. Legit. Can you sit, please? Thank you. I'm not gonna pay my business like that. All right, guys, I'm gonna pound the rest of this and then get back with you guys in a bit.
Well, I am done with dinner and done with cleaning up, and I don't really feel like cooking cooking dessert tonight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save that and I'm gonna make that for breakfast in the morning and feed my fat self something like that before I hit the road. I've got about 3+ hours of driving to do, and that'll keep me from having to stop. So I'll just make a little breakfast in the morning, but for now we're gonna play frisbee and exercise that guy right there who's anxiously waiting for me to throw this. Aren't you, buddy? Ready? Try to see if I can get him to hit a tree as many times as I can. I'm kidding. That's not what I'm doing. Let's go with this little gem right here. This is TAA 23. It's a Tobacconist Association of America. I believe I said that right. This is made for them by a company called Crowned Heads. I think it's Crowned Heads. I could be completely wrong, but I think so. It's not going to tell me on there, of course. Anyway, yeah. Read up on that. I'm not going to bore you with the information, which is code for, I don't remember all of it. I know TAA is a collective and association, and then different manufacturers make cigars, and they're sold exclusively, I think, through them. Like, you can't get it through some of the mail order catalog people, I don't believe. And watch me, forgot my cutter. Now we have to go, why would I forget my cutter? Now I've got to go to the truck and get my spare cutter, because of course I have a spare cutter. Be right back. Well, you guys probably saw this before I did. I went to get the spare cutter, and I have a bad habit of shoving things between my legs. Well, I used to have a bad habit of that. I got married and got cured of all that. Ha ha! Yo. Anyway, it was there all along. So I'm going to. I need my glasses. I'm getting so blind I can hardly even see to snip these, which is what ended my career as a mohel.
The circumcision was perfect. The finger was your fault.
I don't know why I wear white shirts, because I just get crap all over them. Like, this thing is filthy. It's filthy before I left the house. Time I lean up on something, I take something with me. So anyway, I'm going to kick back, enjoy this stick, and this peace and quiet, because it is super quiet out here. And may get a small fire going here a little bit later, but for now, man, this is it. I'll catch y'all in a bit. All right, guys, so it was driving me crazy because I was trying to remember the history, and I'd read some of it, but not all of it when I found this spot. But here's the history of where I'm at right now. An important town in the Choctaw Nation, Indian Territory, Boggy Depot, sometimes called Old Boggy Depot, was situated between the Clear Boggy and Sandy Creeks, 14 miles southwest of present Atoka. Atoka is just back over that direction there. Founded by Chickasaw Indians in 1837, it stood along the Texas Road and Trail that led from Fort Smith, Arkansas to Fort Washita, and was a station on the Butterfield Overland Mail Route. Their post office here was opened in 1849. It says Boggy Depot was a location of the first Chickasaw agency
in the west and served sometimes as the capital of the Choctaw Nation from 1858 to 1860. During the Civil War, it housed the principal Confederate supply depot in Indian Territory. After the war, they had a flour mill and a cotton gin that operated around here, and salt works was established in a nearby creek called Salt Creek. Right. The railway came through here, and it passed by Boggy Creek, and it went on the other side of, it went through Atoka, or what's Atoka now, and everybody migrated, I guess, over there and relocated there. And if you've ever been by Atoka, you know that railroad runs right next to it. Nothing remains of the old Boggy Depot except the cemetery. The cemetery is directly behind where this camera is, about maybe 500 yards. And I didn't know this, but it says in that cemetery, the Choctaw Chief Allen Wright and Reverend Cyrus Kingsbury are buried there. So we may try to go see that tomorrow. The town site, presently located in the Boggy Depot, is what was the town, right, is located in this park. This park is built on what the town used to be, apparently. And it's listed in the National Register of Historic Places. So, yeah, that's kind of cool, man. So where I'm camping at was the town of Boggy Depot, and then that cemetery right over there. I passed that cemetery when I came in. It's kind of like you round a corner and you've been driving for a few miles and there's nothing, and then boom, there's a cemetery there. But and so now I'm just looking around, like just thinking about the houses and stuff. Obviously not a lot, but it was enough to have a post office. So the houses and stuff like that would have been built exactly where we are right now, and this would have been part of the town. So that's pretty crazy, man. Like that kind of history. Thought I'd share that with y'all. Well, all right, guys, we are in the truck, if you couldn't tell. And if you can't tell, you probably need to go see an eye doctor. Bam, dad joke. Anyway, we just sit out there, smoke that cigar, and just kind of sit by the fire, let it die down. And it is right now 10:48. So dinner was really good. Really good, man. Liked it a lot. You know, that kind of stuff, you could let it thaw out, but it doesn't work as well. And so having that SetPower AB15 came in clutch, keeping it frozen for me and stuff like that. So pretty excited to incorporate that into the rotation. So look for something specific on that. I'll probably do just a standalone review after I get it out a few more times. And I'll probably release that on a Thursday, and then follow that up on a Sunday with a camping trip. And that's kind of what I'm thinking we may do moving forward. Anyway, it's hot in here, let me tell you that. It's probably 80 something degrees, 81 degrees, man, boom. So hopefully that will cool off a little bit more here. I've got some fans on me, you can probably hear them. But yeah, I'm going to bed, man. Good morning, everybody. It's been about 45 minutes or so, maybe, since I got up. I don't know. Went ahead and made coffee and kind of rekindled this fire a little bit. Coals were warm enough. I could have probably got away with cooking on top of it, but there weren't very many of them, and I figured it might go out. So got her stirred back up a little bit. There's some of this junky wood on there. So once that gets warmed up, we'll get breakfast started. I slept all right. It got down to probably 75 or something like that. It wasn't real cool, but not bad at all. Those fans kept me really cool and worked out perfectly, so I slept fine. I will say this place is dark at night. There's a street lamp over there, but I don't know if it was on a timer or I couldn't see it after a certain point, but it was pitch dark out here, even with a little bit of moon we had. But really beautiful place. Didn't see much of Preacher yesterday. He had a whole park to himself, so he spent most of his time exploring everything out here. He's over there milling around now, but that wore him out, so he was ready for bed pretty early. He, on long road trips, he sits in the back and he never lays down. He just looks out that window the whole time, on the driver's side usually. So I guess that wears him out because he doesn't miss a thing. So he got out here yesterday and jumped out and then took off exploring and didn't stop till it was bedtime for the most part. But anyway, we'll get some breakfast started here in just a bit. Check back in with y'all. All right, we'll get this preheated and then we're gonna get started. All right, that's finishing heating up over there. So we're gonna get this started. Don't have a whole lot of faith in those coals. It's not very warm, but I don't need a whole lot, I suppose. We'll see how it works out. What I'm doing is of course, my favorite brioche bread, and I've got some cheesecake, some no-bake cheesecake right there, right there, I suppose. And I've got some fresh blackberries. Nice big honking suckers, man. So what we're gonna do is cook. We're gonna take this bread and smear this cream cheese, or the, technically probably is cream cheese. We're gonna take and use this cream, or cheesecake, good Lord, cheesecake frosting. Nah, it's not cheesecake frosting, golly. Cheesecake filling. Probably shouldn't have stopped before I started before I had my cup of coffee. Or started, I'm just rambling, just mumbling, making absolutely no sense. Oh, you're over here now, huh? You wanna hop up and see what's going on? Move some stuff out of the way for the sous chef here. It's kind of a big hop for him because, come here. Over here. Up. There you go. You can't, hey, dude, get down. You lost sous chef privileges. Mr. Nasty. Nasty McNasters. All right, what we're gonna do from here, bring that back over, open her up, lube her up with some of this butter, and make a sandwich. See if it makes this butter sizzle. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. I said before, when you do these, you want to make sure you get all these little corners and stuff in here buttered up so you don't have any problems with your, you still could have problems with it sticking, but it'll help keep it from happening a little bit. Now we're just going to load that sucker up with blueberry or blackberries, I should say. Big old fat juicy ones. When my daughter was little, she always talked about how everything was, she'd take a bite of the strawberry and everything be, Dad, it's so juicy. And she'd have little kid slobber all in her mouth and stuff. I don't know. Made me think of it. I've got the best bed of coals, but it'll probably work for this. Try to put it in from back here, keep it level as I can, maybe. I just don't have the patience, and that fire's going nowhere fast. So we got a little crust on there. It's not the way I would like it to be, but I'm starving. And I need, oh, I got a pocket knife. So we're gonna get this transferred over here. Not too bad. I can show you guys without it. See if I can't cut into this bad boy. Get back in there, Barry. Let's just go along the lines of what they got going on here. Yeah, that was a wish and a prayer. Well, it's hot. It's just not crusted up. Oh well, that's why we have forks and spoons. Oh, I get my beard in there. If need be. Let's see if we can't make this completely and utterly impossibly messy. Now, it may not look like much. It ain't got any crunch to speak of. It's a little warm, but that's a hell of a breakfast there. You want to try some? I'll give you some. Don't be bogarting off the plate, dude. How's that? What do you think about? Wow. Didn't last long. And bite for me first. You gotta take turns, okay? See how I do it with my mouth closed? See that? You need to work on that. Hang on. We should probably introduce you to napkins. Now I gotta take this bite. Because that's the dad tax. No, please. No, hang on. All right. Good grief. I bet that's attractive. Whatever. Here you go. That's a good bite. Can you do mouth closed? How about you just chew it? Let's just work on chewing our food. Maybe that's where we should start. What do you think? I probably shouldn't be the one giving critical advice on etiquette since I need a beach towel to clean my face off with. There you go. Oh, that's a good piece too. Now make sure you get some cheesecake on there. Mouth closed? I didn't mean mouth closed by just swallow it whole. Seriously, you need work. My turn. You don't get to go yet. What do you want to listen to on the way back home? That was really good. Really good. We'll give him the last bite here and then get cleaned up. I might go over there and look at that. I think I will. Go over there and look at that fishing lake they got. And then maybe hit that cemetery before we get out of here. But, yeah. See you guys in the truck. What you got on your nose? Come here. What do you got on there? Here you go. You got eye boogers, all kinds of stuff going on, dude. Come on. We're running a very cool operation here, like top tier 1. You're gonna wear a bandana that says I'm kind of a big deal around here. My wife got me that for Father's Day. It's a weird thing going on at our house with this dog. All right, you ready now? Now you looking handsome? Now you looking handsome? You trying to give me hugs? You trying to give me hugs and kisses? Yeah, you are, huh? Yeah, is that what you want? Is that what you want? You just want hugs? Yeah, that's a good boy. Okay, get down. Thank you. Woo, got you all excited. Run around in your new shoes. All right, now we're gonna try to go check out that lake and see if there's any fishing in it. I guess there's fishing in any lake. Just the catching's the hard part. Oh, this is nice. This is really nice. Well, guys, this is too pretty of a lake not to try to at least wet a line for a bit, so I'm gonna jump out here. You thinking about going swimming again? Because you're right in between my fishing poles. That's what you like to do. Does it have to be like right there in the mud? Why you set your butthole? Well, I guess we're not going to be fishing, are we? He likes that. You're barking at your own. That's your echo. They're just showing out. Get that echo. Where's that echo? Get it. So here's the old cemetery. Let you guys read that. So they're not letting anybody in. But I'm not gonna walk out there. So anyway, guys, I got about 3 hours of driving ahead of me, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit the road and get that knocked out. Get home, spend some time with the family. Appreciate you guys spending, appreciate y'all spending your time with us out here on this episode. Like and subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. It really does help out. Until next time, you know the drill. A little gravel in your travel.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket.